I've always really liked the Frontier Justice. It has a very cool design and it's a very unique unlock. Everyone is generally okay with this weapon, but we have a similar gun for Spy, Diamondback, and everyone absolutely despises it. But why love this one but hate the other? Well, it's how the individual weapons function. Frontier Justice is a simple unlock. You gain crits for each sentry kill and assist when your building is destroyed. You have less sustainability with a lower clip size of 3 instead of 6. You have no random crits and you lose your crits upon death. Fairly simple. And then we have a look at Diamondback, which has the same idea on getting crits on doing your job. You get 1 crit for each building destroyed with the Sapper or with a backstab. And for downsides you deal 15% less damage and you don't have random crits. Now on paper, nothing seems to be wrong with both of them. You can deal as much damage as you go before you do a specific thing to earn crits. But in practice, it's so stupid. Frontier Justice is a shotgun, which means to do your max damage you usually need to close the distance, and doing so as a slow and low health mercenary can be challenging at times. So once you get crits, you need to put yourself at danger to get the most out of them. Shout out to Cancerman for being my pocket medic in this clip. He dislikes playing this game, but he volunteered to be medic for me. What a homie! But with Diamondback being accurate and bullet based weapon, it's much easier to just shoot someone from a longer and safer distances. And crits don't have fall off, so you always get to deal your max damage. And how you gain these crits also matters. In a normal game, sentries don't get that many kills because normally enemies avoid them. Only inexperienced people or those who don't know there's a nest there die from it. So with normal sentries you don't get too many kills. But with mini sentry you tend to get a lot more people unless you're shooting them first with the shotgun. And after you get couple frags you need to destroy it and then you get to reap the benefits. You first need to spend 100 to 130 metal to build a sentry, then you need to construct it, preferably to level 2, get kills with it and then destroy the building. You not only spend your valuable resource building and upgrading it, you then need to destroy it to start from over. And then you need to utilize the crits by not spending all of your 3 shots, which can be difficult if you have bad aim like me. But getting crits as Spy is really dumb. In order to gain them, you just do your normal Spy stuff. Backstab someone and sap a building. You are rewarded for just playing the Spy. There is literally no trade-off. You get to have basically guaranteed crits, meanwhile Engineer has to sacrifice his resources and time to potentially get crits. You as well have less ammo on Frontier, so your sustainability is severely broke down, so pairing it with the pistol really becomes a requirement, because even with crits, you can't always deal the max damage of 180 due to the random bullet spread and distance from your target. While making this script, I wasn't sure if the max crit damage was 180 or 190, so I went to ask on Reddit and some people legit thought I was karma farming. I don't know how they came to that conclusion for me just asking a question, but I guess that's Reddit for you. And while Diamondback deals less damage, around 46 to 51 point blank with no crit, it doesn't really matter because once you backstab someone, you can always deal that reliable 102 damage. Also, one thing that also matters is that usually when I talk about these weapons, I like to get strength variants of them to gloat over the numbers, like with Vaccinator, another weapon that I absolutely despise. Well, I'm not doing that for Diamondback. Once this video is over, this weapon will go straight to the dumpster and I will go back to the revolver. So how about I rebalance Diamondback to be far more fair to use like its older cousin Frontier? Well, personally I will remove sap building stat, because I don't think Spies would get crits from stabbing and sapping. And removing the stab part would make this gun pretty mediocre. Then I will add a smaller clip size, dropping the bullet count from maybe to 4 or 3. That way Spies have to actually make sure they aim their bullets right or else they're dead. And then I will just keep the damage the same, because increasing it to something like minus 20% with these added nerfs will ultimately kill the weapon, so let's just keep it like this. And there we go! Diamondback is far more fair to go against. Sure, this rebalance isn't perfect, it still has the issue of Spy getting crits too easily, but that's just something so deeply rooted to the weapon that only a major rework will fix it. But I hope you enjoyed my ramblings about why Frontier Justice is a cool shotgun and why Diamondback is stinky. If you enjoyed this topic, please leave a like so it helps with the algorithm, and maybe even drop a sub if you like the engineer stuff. Thank you all for watching and have a nice day.